family? You're tuned in to Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. What's going on, family? We are happy to be back. Brand new year 2024. It is now Thursday, January 11th. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Join the virtual studio with my homeboy. Start off with one of the dudes that helped get this thing started, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. What up, brother?
What up, man? Yeah, I just thought about it. I graduated high school in 2000. It's been 24 years since I graduated high school. And I was just thinking, like, there's moments where I feel like things like high school and my youth were just around the corner. And there's moments where I know that they were a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you one of the moments that I realized my youth was a long time ago. I I recently found out that like there's a chiropractor that works with my health insurance, and it's even like lower than any other chiropractor would cost for like the visits. And I've been talking about that to everyone, including you all, the listeners. I've been finding ways to bring up how I sat down with a health insurance person last year in December to kind of redo my health insurance. I was like, you know what? I kind of did what a lot of people did, and I just didn't do enough research into what I wanted in my health insurance. I got PPO because I ball like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I didn't really make a plan customizable to me. I kind of went with, hey, this is inexpensive. This is good. And last year I was like, no. I'm gonna sit with this health insurance lady, and we're gonna go over. And when she asked me certain things, what do you want? What are you looking for? One of the things I was like, man, you know what? This year I want to go to chiropractor a couple times. I like the adjustment. I could watch neck adjustment videos
I'm with you. Yes.
long, man.
Yes.
So I sat down with her, and she found me some options in my plan that had better chiropractic visits. And this, I just got all the confirmation like a week ago that this is set. And I've literally been finding ways to bring that into conversations. People will be like, man, did you see Cat Williams, man? He cracking up. I'm like, man, talking about cracking my neck.
Bro, it's so true though. Like things happen when you get older and you start talking about things you never talked about. Like one of the things I noticed about Ken, he talks about his lawn. Like Ken is proud of his lawn, man. Like he worked hard at his lawn. That's how I know you're a more mature Ken, dude. I talked to Miguel at Christmas about Miguel. Did I show you the demo I just did on the bathroom? Like
hey, dog, let me get my D out. Hold up.
I was like, did I show you the remodel? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, there's certain signs you get that you're like, man, I am not young anymore. Like
my boy
that
Diggs,
dude.
man, been my homeboy since I was 11 years old, man. The oldest friend that I have. We literally spent 30 minutes on the phone, both of us going through our cupboard, reading the sodium out to each other in canned foods. This is my home. We wild out. This is like my homeboy that we wild out. We got stories even to this day I could never let my family know. And I'm there like, oh, dog, you looking at the Progresso? He's like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, let's get rid of that one. Come on now, baby. You know?
Yeah. Hey, that other voice you hear is Mr. James John, man. Also one of the founding fathers of this show. James, I tell you one with my kids, like, Dad, we know. This how you know you're old. You gotta tell everybody that you gotta go to work in the morning.
Yes. Hey, it's late. You know I gotta get up in the morning.
My kids like, Dad, we know you got you got a job, man. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Have y'all ever got concerned about the noise level at something too? Like you're at a hotel, you're like, "Oh shit, man, chill out."
Y'all loud, B.
You're loud.
Y'all being too loud, yo.
God, yes.
Yo. Until I start drinking, then everything sounds normal to me.
Yeah.
Who at James, out of your kids, who's the one who's the loudest? Who's the loudest yawn boy?
That's hard. They all get a little hype when they're having a good time. I would say Devin. Devin's just hit his I can drink stage.
Oh,
so when he comes over, it's always some kind of holiday, some celebration. So he drinks. Devin gets loud. Like
Devin's loud.
He
gets loud.
He's
Start telling family secrets.
He does.
Like, he calls your wife Michelle when he's drunk. Michelle,
you never loved me like you love the others.
Your kids drink in front of you?
They're 21. They're over 21.
Bro, I would never drink in front of my mama.
Really? As a grown
Never.
ass person, you
As a
never did.
grown man, no drink. I wouldn't cuss in front of my mama.
I don't curse in front of my mom. I don't
I
do
would
that.
never.
Yeah.
No, but me and Junior.
But it's a good like it's I love the fact I can take my son out for a beer.
Yeah,
Like I
nah.
love
I
that,
would.
man.
I don't know what it was, but my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
dad, yeah.
It's different with mom.
Now,
Yeah.
mind you, I will drink in front of my mama now.
Yeah.
You know
It's like,
why?
Cause she in the
wow.
But I got
box.
them ashes.
Oh
What's in the
man.
box? What's in the box?
Yo, I be on the porch with moms, yo. Like,
Yeah.
what's up?
Hey, Ken got a mama drop box. Like
Got a mama drop box, bro.
I got my
Hey,
mom in
hey,
a box.
hey, if you for
Y'all.
y'all listening, so my mama ashes is still in the box. Now hear me out.
hear me
My
out.
mama was big. It's a lot of ash.
You stupid. You
So
stupid.
I sent my brothers and them, urn with ashes in it. It's still a lot of ashes, bro. Like
Oh,
I can't.
you split your mom up?
Yeah, I had to. My brother made some Allen Iverson earrings, bro. Like you can take it's companies that take the
Wow.
ash and
Yeah.
do stuff with it. You can make stuff with it. So it's enough ash in here to build an extension on my house.
You are stupid. Welcome back to Home and Funeral.
Yo.
My name is
You open up the box and there's these parts in the ash that are little solid clumps. So you're like, what's that? Sometimes mama want a little drink.
Yo, it is enough ash in here for a sand. You ever seen the movie The Mummy? Remember that big
Bruh.
face?
Face,
There's
bruh,
enough
yeah.
ash for that, bro.
That is
Yo,
hilarious.
it's funny because when I got it, I was, separating them, giving it to, which, hey man, it's years now. It's been 3 years. I
Mhm.
had to figure out how to put it in the urn, so I was putting it in like a water bottle and then pouring it in the.
You had a triple beam scale going and a mask.
I was
Bruh.
weighing it like it was cocaine,
Your mom got purified like a Dasani bottle. Like that.
bruh.
He's like, yo, man, listen, I took my mama to my guy Mike. I gave him one mama. He worked his magic, turned it into 3.
3 mamas, bro. Hey, James, you a cook. I was
Yeah.
putting it
Yeah.
in a little sifter, bro.
Yeah.
And
I'm
You're
making
like, I
mom
think-
brownies.
Yeah, you're like, I think the funeral home lied to me. I'm finding seeds and stems
Right.
in here.
hey, that's
Hey,
what I was gonna say, girl. Her jewelry. So they're supposed to take all the jewelry off and all of that. But my mama
Yeah.
was a big girl, so they said they couldn't get it off. So they just went ahead and cremated her. So like one of her bracelets was in there, dude.
For real.
Yeah, one of her bracelets was in there. Yeah, so
Bro.
it was weird because I was shocked that my family wanted me to get the ashes because I'm not her real child.
Yeah.
I would have
So
thought one of them
the
wanted
family
it
voted and you
and wanted me to take the ashes.
Okay.
They
Wow,
they
man.
wanted me to take the ashes, but everybody except for my baby sister, she was the only one that didn't want any. So all my brothers was like, yes, please send me. So I sent all my brothers and my sister's ashes and everything.
But let me ask y'all, man, have y'all thought about when y'all pass how y'all want to go out? Like y'all want to be like
Listen, man,
you want to be
haven't-
cremated or
I haven't, and I think I should because I hate to put the burden on your family trying to
Yes.
figure out what
Yeah.
you want.
yeah.
I really think, and it sounds, man, I'm not trying to be a hippie, man, but I think, we're running out of a lot of space, taking up so much space with bodies. Cremation seems to be the way to go.
I'm with
and then,
you.
And then ash wise, I don't want anything cool. Like I'd rather you not keep an urn unless that's what you need. Like I
Yeah.
know this. If I die before my mom dies, may I say this? My mom constantly talks about when I die and what she's going to do at my funeral. She has no faith that I'm gonna outlive her. All my siblings know it too. They're like, "Oh yeah, mom always talks about it. Mom always talks about it." So I know that if I get cremated or something like that while my mom's alive, there's no way she's scattering those ashes. My mama's gonna want to have an urn somewhere with me.
She's gonna want to see her
But
baby.
if it's my siblings taking care of this, I really want this done any way that's going to make them feel better and move on with this, whatever they need.
Got it.
I think cremation is the way because I don't want to pay for a plot and I don't want them to come visit a piece of land that's not me. And here's the thing, once you're put in that land, like let's say if my mom wanted to be cremated, I could deal with that. If she wanted to be buried, I could deal with that. But if she wants to be buried, once she's put in that plot, I can't just not go to that plot. I'm going to feel like I'm abandoning my mom for some reason.
That's right.
That's right. So I'd much rather the same thing be thought of with me. I'd rather you put me in an urn and dispose of me somewhere or something like that because I don't want you to feel tethered to a piece of ground but I know they will because I will. You
Yeah.
know, that's why I
You're
actually
obligated.
personally don't go to any of my homeboys' plots because I don't want to believe that that's what I'm tethered to. If I need to
Yes.
talk to my homeboy and get something out and just throw it to God or the universe or whatever people feel, I can do it at any moment, anywhere. I
Yep.
don't want to be tethered to a place in the ground. I don't want to feel like I have to keep this place beautiful, bring it flowers, you know,
Yeah.
because then I feel like I'm not personally letting go. I'm
That's
holding
right.
on to you on this earth somewhere. So
I like that.
cremation is what I think needs to be done. Um, and then when it comes to scattering my ashes, man, I don't care right now, but I don't want to leave my family with the thought of where should they go? What should that's a burden. I want to come up with a plan so that they know what to do, so that when it's done, it is done. And I want to put in that plan. If you want to keep my ashes, that's cool too. Because you might
Yeah.
need that until you're
Yeah.
ready to let go. Because I know this, guys. Mom and pops go, I'm gonna be a mess.
Yes.
I'm gonna be a
Yes.
mess, guys.
Yes.
So anything I'm saying now is about reason, and when it happens, it is gonna be about emotion.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
And,
so I know that. Yeah,
that's why people make those decisions before it
Yeah.
happens, because you are a mess. I would say this: the only reason I want cremation is the financial burden
yeah,
that you
it's great.
place on people. Bro, a casket is crazy price. A
Oh
plot
yeah,
is crazy price. Like just the whole process of the funeral home and all that. You don't got to spend unnecessary money.
and
Once
James,
I
they
die, stop spending money on me.
they
Like
get
for
you on it
real.
too because the viewing. You gotta be in a
Yes,
casket.
gotta be in a
Not me
casket.
though.
Yeah.
Not me, man. I'm going
Nah.
old school, man. I want you to
Nah.
post me up on a corner with a
Bro,
beer, like I'm
take
hanging
me to
out.
the comedy club.
Look
They
up,
need a funny
yeah.
bone.
Hey, I want you to put me on stage. I want to headline one last time.
Ah.
I want to sit
Hey.
there.
Hey,
I
if
want,
I die early, y'all take me to Side Splitters. I want to headline the club. They never let me work.
Yo.
Take me to
Hey.
McCurdy's,
Hey,
bro.
man. Hey, y'all already know I can't get cremated because I already told we getting buried next to each other. So I can't even get cremated.
Really?
But I want to, I'm getting buried because I've already got this plan. I got my 21 gun salute and get my
yeah,
True.
military
yeah.
burial,
True. Mhm.
and all that good stuff. But I'm with you, man. Like I was shocked that my mom wanted to be cremated. Like
Yeah.
I didn't,
You didn't even know that.
didn't know that's what she wanted. But my sisters, was like, no, mama wanted to be cremated. But now go on, bury me a G, baby.
I'm gonna have a
And I
Florida.
want that. I want that pop, pop,
pop
bam,
pop 21. Bam,
bam,
Ken. Bam.
bam.
You know what I want? I want a Florida burial. I want you to drag me outside a boat and let's catch a hammerhead. You know? Send me back to nature.
Yeah.
I
Yo.
want you to put my body in a lake covered in hams. Let me
Yeah.
get eaten by a gator, bro.
Send me with a pot of manatees, and for 3 days I'm floating with them. They don't even know
They
I'm
don't
not
even
one
know,
of them.
yo.
That's funny.
They be like, hey, no molestate manatees. Yo, that's a dude.
That's a dude.
I think that's a man, bro. I don't think that's a manatee. Why you say
Yeah.
that? Because he got a snorkel sticking up.
Yeah.
Funny.
That manatee got some wrinkled junk.
Bro, my goodness, man.
Must be
So
cold
yeah,
in that water.
for me, man, yeah, my wife wants to be buried next to each other. So we already know where we're gonna go. It's a military. But the bad thing, we got 30 seconds. The bad thing about me is my family want me in North Carolina. So she gonna have to send an arm or something up there.
Hey,
Oh,
kid,
got-
split it
bro.
up.
Bro, it's
They
gonna be
gotta
like
cut me
Thanksgiving. You want an arm or a leg?
They
Which
gotta
one you
cut
want?
me- they gotta cut me in half with a saw. And send me on up there, bro. Send half the body up there, bro. Cause my family is not gonna let me
You know,
get
the rest
buried in
gonna be doing
Florida.
like they do before they cut up a
Yeah,
carved meat.
it's
Like,
not, man. Hey, we gotta go to commercial break, man.
You want dark meat or light?
Hey, when we get back, man, we're gonna talk about hosting. We're gonna talk about hosting award shows and how hard it is to do. We'll be right back. Real Labs Real Radio 104.1. We're back. Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, follow us. Go out to YouTube and subscribe to our page. All of our videos up from all the way up for 2023. And if you miss any of these shows, you want to hear them in podcast format, you can go to iHeart, search Real Labs, and all of our shows are out there in podcast format for the last 7 years. So make sure you go out and
Can I
check it
remind them
out.
of something real quick, Ken?
Go ahead, brother.
Also, don't forget to actually watch us on Fox 35. That's right. We're a part of a new program called News Fuse, where we get topics and we get to talk about them, make jokes, and make light of the situation. So don't forget to support us on that. Shout out to David Martin.
Shout out.
Yeah.
And Art, man. Shout out to you guys who we do the show with. News Fuse. Y'all check us out.
News Fuse, man. And it's going good. And we got some big things coming up with that, man. So make sure you check us out, man.
I'll say something real quick about News Fuse while we're on it. They keep showing us that our ratings are doing well. And I've been in the entertainment business now maybe like 12 years, and I still don't know how to read these ratings. And every time they send that picture, guys, I just heart it. Yeah. And like David and Art will be like, amazing. Check this out. And it'll be like 1.2-37 Home Alone 2 negative. And I'm like, woo. Yo, we killing it? Yeah. Question mark?
I see 01 MI, crooked letter.
Yeah. Geometry wasn't my thing, so I don't know, man.
I got to send this to an autistic robot.
Speaking of Emmys, man, and award shows, it is award show season. Emmys coming up, Golden Globes, the Oscars, Grammys, everything's about to come up. It's that time of the year. And just recently, last week, the Golden Globes were on, and our guy, a comedian, Joe Coy, hosted. James loves Joe Coy,
bro,
and we caught in the industry bombed.
Yeah.
For comedians,
ate a bag of D's.
Yeah, for comedians, we were like, okay, that was actually kind of funny. But that
I loved watching Joe Coy bomb because I was like, yes,
because he's not even the greats. He doesn't know how to handle it.
And that's the thing. I told a comic the other night at open mic. I said a lot of times y'all don't understand. You need to learn how to host because comedy's full circle. You open mic, you host. Get open mic, guest spot, host, feature, headline. And when you become a celebrity, you circle back around and you end up hosting. Whether it's a Tonight Show, whether it's a game show, whether it's an award show, whether it's a awards, but you're going to come full circle one of these days. And I don't know if Joe Coy just ain't hosted something in years, or I just don't know that Hollywood is just full of a lot of tight asses and they just couldn't take the jokes. But it was bad. It was not good.
How bad was it, Kim?
It was like he at one point, my bad, but at one point he did a joke and nobody laughed and people had their head down. Yeah. Like he did a joke on what's the singer at the football games?
Taylor Swift.
And she had this scowl and just started drinking her drink.
It became a meme.
Like it was like he was bombing.
Damn, I think this, Joe. Man, like I tell you this, first of all, the most important thing is I think that the ridiculousness of people being like, yo, you think Joe Coy still got it? 100%. He just bombed. Yes. He just bombed, guys. Everybody you've ever loved bombs at multiple points in their career. All right. Like, and this, I think too, man, everybody's not an award show host.
No.
You know, everybody's not a football color commentator. No. Everybody's not everything. And I think at this point, Joe's not an award show host.
He could
be. Yeah, he's great. Yeah. He's Joe Coy. He's got a team. This just wasn't it.
No.
But you know, who do you really remember from hosting when they did good? You don't. You remember people when they did bad? That's the joke for a while.
Yeah.
But you can't. Yeah. I can't tell you who hosted the 2005 Golden Globes. I don't know who hosted the Oscars in 2012. You know, so
I can tell you it wasn't a black person.
I just, Joe Coy didn't have, and the jokes were flat. You know, it just wasn't Joe Coy's night.
It just wasn't his night.
Hey, Joe Coy's movie was kind of whack. I'll tell you this, Joe Coy's movie was whack.
Yeah,
and I'm not like, Joe Coy lost it.
Even Kat said, "Yeah, we bombed." Yeah. If there's a comic out there that told you they've never bombed, they are a total liar.
And there is nothing more fun than watching your friends that you know are funny bombing. As a comic, when I watch somebody bomb and I don't know if they're funny, it's sad because I'm like, oh man, this is gross. But if I could watch James Yon bomb, it would bring tears of joy to my eye because I know he's funny. I know he could do it. So when the bomb starts to happen, as a friend, you're like, yes, you're like, yes,
because
he's gonna lose it.
It's a great story for us to eat at the Waffle House.
It's a
over.
great dog. I
Yeah.
tell every comic that, man. Like now, when you're a young comic and you micing and you trying to get it, I don't count all that. I'm
No.
talking about a paid gig where they done put
Mm.
money in your pocket.
Mm.
Bro, I drove 4 hours to do this Jewish community.
Oh
Me and
wow.
Dwayne.
You told me about this.
And man, let me tell you something. We
Mm.
we bombed so bad. If they called me the N word, I wouldn't even have been mad.
You know what? You're right. You told
I
him.
wouldn't
You're right.
even be. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Mhm.
you right. Like,
You
and
know
then
what?
me and Dwayne drove back, and it's silence for like the first 20 minutes. And
Mhm.
I was like,
I know that silence.
I said, N word, we bombed. And we just like, yeah, we was at that bomb. Yeah, like it was silence. Like
Yeah.
like we were waiting to see who was gonna be who was gonna say the first word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, we just bombed.
That's
He's like,
hilarious.
I was like, yo, what's that?
Hilarious.
We just bombed. So Joe Coy, man, we get it. I felt like it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like those Hollywood people, especially now, because back in the day, Chris Rock could get on there and flame you,
Ricky
and they would be
Gervais.
happy to
Ricky
be
Gervais
flamed. But
flamed the
like
whole
that
industry.
audience was just like, ugh, you're making fun of me.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
And
Like
you gotta come with it. Like if you are gonna flame them, don't you
Own it.
you gotta break through the level of that other people are like, I gotta laugh at that. That was just great.
Come
You
on, y'all.
know?
That's funny.
But my question is, why do you have to flame them? Why you can't just go do 7 minutes of stand up?
Because
I
I
think
think
it's just-
he thought he had to. I think in his mind, that's
Bro.
what we do. We roast everybody.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it and still be likable. That's what I
Yeah.
think roasting, that's the best roasters to me. Is if you can do it in a way where people still like you. You're not just offending people.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you
when
this.
I think it's good.
Jeff Ross and Dave Attell are the fire breathingest roasters in the game,
Mm.
and you never feel like they're being mean to you. And they're also the nicest, most likable guys you're ever gonna meet. And that is the key to roasting. But Ken's right. We've set the standard where everybody thinks you have to roast all the time on these things.
And that's funny because we talked about a show that we had coming up where we were worried about one of the comedians thinking he had to be a certain level of meanness. We're like, no, you don't have to be that. You want to be
Yeah.
likable, man. Yeah. So that's just, yeah. So, I mean, I think it's a lesson learned for Joe. I hope he keeps at it because
We'll keep
Joe-
at it. It ain't like this.
Yeah,
Ain't, this ain't like
he
you're
will.
retired.
And, yeah,
No,
and
no, I mean
hopefully
for
this
hosting.
makes his set.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna make his set.
Hopefully this makes his
It
set.
will.
Yeah.
I thought about it too. You know, his mom had to roast him. As much as he talks about his mom always roasting him on stuff, I hope she saw it, and I hope she was just like with a tear, knowing that she was just gonna give him the fire because it was whack. But this is the thing, it was whack. Joe Coy ain't whack.
Yeah.
No,
Joe
he ain't.
Coy's
No,
fire.
he ain't.
He
Joe
not.
Coy
Like I
was
said, his
the
movie was whack.
funniest.
Joe
Yeah.
Coy's fire.
I ain't even watched
Yeah.
the movie, bro.
It's whack.
The trailer. I watched the trailer. I was like, not interested. It's Happy Easter. What is it? Easter
Something like
Sunday.
that. Yeah, Easter Sunday or something like that. Yeah.
Yo,
It was whack.
Nor'easter. What is it?
It was whack. I was like, Joe, you, but whatever, man. Hey, don't Google me because I got some whack stuff out there. You know?
Mm.
I got some
I-
whack stuff I'm doing next week. You know?
Hey, do you could do another movie? If Joe Coy's selling out theaters and making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he does a movie, and it's his movie. That's his movie, and I
Yeah.
think
That's
it's
what-
based on his life, if I'm not mistaken.
That's, That was a mistake.
Do
That
you
was a
do
mistake.
another
You just
movie?
said it. Yes, but you do it the David Spade route first. You don't just go into your own project the first time out. I always love what David said when he did TV. After he got out of Saturday Night Live, he said everybody approached him to do a TV sitcom, but they wanted him to be the main star. And he said, that's a mistake. Comedians thrive and do well when we're the side comic relief on a show or a movie. Don't just give us don't just give us the top billing the first project that we do. We need to work our way to being that leading man. And I think Joe would do well in the movie in a comedic role if he just started as a side character first, not just trying to hold a whole movie to himself because he's not an actor.
No.
I just think he set himself up for failure, man. I think if he comes back, he's a character first in somebody else's movie and keeps working at it, I think he'd be amazing.
I think
Jay,
also it
go
just
ahead.
depends if the movie's whack. The
True.
movie was whack. I
True.
saw it, and the movie was whack. It wasn't.
True.
It wasn't anything about anything. It's just this wasn't anything new or fun or interesting. Because look at Sandler. The reason why I wanted Adam Sandler worked out is he was making movies that no one else was making, and
Yeah.
they worked with him and the characters that he could play.
Mhm.
But Joe Coy, man, it was just whack movie. You know
Got it.
what? Everybody does whack stuff. Some of my favorite rappers have done whack albums. Everybody does whack stuff. You know, like I think we're really hinged on this society being like, oh, that's it. That's it. He's done. You know, that's how other people think.
We
I'm like,
want
he
to
ain't done, man.
for
Yeah.
somebody's failure. We love
He's
that
gonna,
for some
he's
reason.
gonna drop some fire. He's gonna drop
he
some
is.
fire.
He's gonna drop a
he
special and
did a
start a
whack. He did
stadium.
a whack job hosting because that just wasn't him. And
James,
you know,
I don't follow Joe Coy like that.
I do.
Usually, people who host those shows are super A+ top comedians. I don't, is he really like that in the genre of comedy?
Yes.
I don't follow him like that, so I don't know.
Bro, he's funny. And,
Yeah,
and just
I
so
know
good.
he's funny.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of him,
arenas
but
can only arenas.
Arenas, man.
okay,
Yeah.
because I know usually they'll get like a Kevin Hart or a Chris Rock or you know somebody like that. Ain't like everybody wanted them to bring back Amy Poehler and
Tina Fey.
Tina
Fey. But
They
I
were
don't.
fun-
I
bro.
didn't even like. I'm just like, what?
Bro.
Why Joe Coy? You know what I'm
Amy-
saying? Because I don't know him like that.
Amy Poehler had a great joke. I think they were hosting the Golden Globes. And they were like, "Welcome everyone. All the all the top people from Hollywood are here. Look at them. You can smell the pills from here." Like just the whole audience laughed, man, because it's funny. But I just think it's. I just think it wasn't his night, to be honest with you, man.
And it happens to everybody.
Yeah,
It happens to every comic. We all have a night. So, and it's funny because who the hell is Ryan Davis posted a clip today about non-comedy people speaking on comedy. You know
all
what
the
I'm
time
saying?
now.
Like I've been in that green room. I've been on that stage. I drove the 6 hours. And when a comic says no, blah blah blah, and a non-comic person like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I can't guess who I can't tell something. My heart doctor.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to eat better. What you mean I need to eat better? What you know about hearts?
Well, I tell him he's watch his goddamn mouth. I pay you.
That's right.
What you know about hearts, bro? Hey, I think you need some new tires. Mechanic, what you know about fixing cars, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your name out here on the garage, you think I need tires? What?
Listen, oil monkey. I'll do what I
That's
do.
right.
Come
I'll
on,
have
man.
I put gas in this vehicle my goddamn self, like a man.
Hey, who you think put the windshield wiper fluid in here, son?
Yeah, you talking about all these tires? All these tires. Look at these air fresheners.
Me, that's all me. You know what I did last week? I moved the front air of the tire to the rear air of the tire. You know how to do that?
What?
You know how to do that?
Bruh.
Come on.
Let me find out,
man. Well, shout out to Joe Coy, man. We know you're going to get back on your feet, bro. We love you, man. But we got to hit that commercial break, bro. We be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. We are back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X, no longer Twitter, X. Go out to YouTube and subscribe to our page. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers. We appreciate that. And if you missed any of our shows over the past 7 years, you can go to iHeart, search Real Labs in podcast format and listen to all of our shows. Join the virtual studio with James John and Miguel Colon Jr. You guys do know we are stand-up comedians. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we are. And we're on the road. And when we're on the road, sometimes we try to find stuff to look at on TV. And anybody knows this show, we will watch some Forensic Files late at night when we're back at the hotel eating. Because we kind of got a semi-obsession with like murder stuff. But Miguel was talking during a break about some new chick, new thing.
So the latest big murder talk in the murder circles, guys, is the young lady Gypsy Rose. I don't know if you guys remember her story.
Is her name? That's her name?
That's her name. Yeah, it's not a liquor. Because at first when they were like Gypsy Rose, I was like, woo, I'll drink it, but you're gonna have a chaser. But that's her name, Gypsy Rose.
Miguel, I typed in GY in Google, like Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Yeah. Look at that. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard, check it out. Blanchard's her new last name because she just got married.
That's
Gypsy
a wild
Rose,
development, by the way.
Yeah, was it 8 years ago she was sentenced? Before that, what it was she is a victim of Munchausen's by proxy. And if you don't know and watch enough Law and Order, you probably never heard of that, or if you're not a fan of
Mhm.
Eminem. But Munchausen by proxy is, in layman's term, a syndrome where a family member, generally your parent or guardian,
Yeah.
constantly pretends like you're sick and makes you deal with lots of things. In Gypsy Rose's case, it was big time. Like, she was getting all these surgeries done, she was getting
She had
treatments.
organs removed.
Yeah, she had a
Jeez.
feeding tube put in her. Now, may I
Yes.
add this too, Ken? It was all fake. Her mom was lying about it. We need to talk to these doctors because,
Yeah.
like, I can't get them my insurance to clear some regular stuff. Like, I'm like, I need another tooth cleaning. They're like, oh no, that's out of pocket. But like, she's getting organs removed and feeding tubes. Yeah, I need Gypsy Rose's insurance. First of all, that's the fire
Bruh.
plan. But
It's called don't ask, don't tell insurance.
yeah, and this was going on her whole childhood, man. Like, her mom was telling people she had leukemia, and she was getting doctors to
Yes.
treat her. She was in a wheelchair, all this. So
And here's
she
the
grows
wild
up
part,
like,
Miguel.
Mhm,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
mhm.
real quick, a fun fact: she came to where I used to live. Remember where
Your
I
house?
used to pick me up? Well, give kids the world.
Gypsy Rose came to your house?
And no, Give Kids
Okay,
the World
okay.
was next door to where I live. Remember that we used
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, Give
that's
Kids
what
the
Give
World.
Kids the World is.
Yeah,
She used to
man.
come there. She was on Make a Wish and all that craziness, man. Like she was dying. It's crazy.
Damn, dog. You didn't tell me you lived next door to where John Cena was every weekend?
Yes.
You know?
That's funny, bro.
But yeah,
Uh,
so so turns out her mother was lying the whole time. And I mean,
Yeah.
this torturous stuff happened to this girl. Torturous stuff.
Yeah.
And then the girl started online dating when she was a little older, met a dude, they corresponded for a while, and then they plotted together to kill her mother
Mhm.
to get her out of this situation, right? So the dude she got, who I can't even remember his name, it's interesting to me because this story is all about Gypsy Rose and none of us remember the name of the dude who like was also involved in it.
No.
But they stabbed the mom 17 times. He stabbed the mom
Jeez.
17 times. And then I guess they fled. And then they were caught and then they were charged and then they were sentenced. And she got 8 years, I believe, or 9 years.
And he
And
got
she's just
life.
he got life.
Nicholas Gudajon.
Gouda John. Okay. She just got released from prison. Now, this is my take on the Gypsy Rose situation. She served her 9 years. The Justice Department believed that she had served her time and released her. I really got a horse in that race. That's their decision
Yeah.
and stuff. And she is definitely a victim of torture. Like, this was a torturous life that she went through. And I'm sure going through this your entire life has to affect your brain and your thought process and stuff.
I
And
want
things
to
like
say
that.
I don't think she's okay.
Yeah,
Did
I don't
she-
think she's
hey,
okay.
Wait, did she have a brain? Did it get taken out?
No, the
You funny.
PPO didn't cover that. They only covered the first visit. But this is where I have a bit of a problem. Not necessarily with Gypsy Rose or the young man who killed the mom. I'm seeing people like hero worship. this
Yo,
girl, bro.
she got 8 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
guys, I get that she's a victim and maybe this girl needs a lot more healing and space and time, but people are like, yes, Gypsy Rose is free. And then you're like, what about her boyfriend? Like, I don't care about that dude anyway. He got small D energy. You know, like,
Wow.
this is my interest in it. Gypsy Rose is free. Like I said, the Justice Department made its decision. You know, they looked at this case better than I have. I saw some documentaries. Everybody looked at this. Maybe they've decided, hey, time's up. She did her time. But man, people are celebrating her.
Yeah, dude. You can look at the comments. Go ahead, Queen. Somebody
Yeah.
said,
Wow.
I can't wait for Jody Arias to be released.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so well spoken. Yeah, like people tell her she should be a motivational speaker. I got to look more into this story, bro.
Hey, I don't
need
need
know
her
more.
to be a motivational speaker. Be like, just do it.
I gotta give her props for somebody that went through what she went through. She came out. If you took my organs out, I look terrible.
Guys, we
But-
can say it. She'll get it. I get it. Okay. I'm the
Wow.
not married one here. I'll go ahead and say it. Gypsy Rose, sure. Late night after a show, she's at the Bonkers in Ohio. Yeah, you killed your mom. You know, I drove drunk once. I get it. We're all
Wow.
not good people.
Yeah.
But no, I'm telling you, the obsession with the people around it. Like, people
Celebrity.
are telling me, like, yeah, it's weird.
Mhm. It's strange because she had something to do with the murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
And
I
like I
mean?
said,
Like-
Justice Department decided. Here's the thing that's weirder. Like, we know she did it.
Yeah.
She did her time for it. That's it. But there's people that we don't know they did crimes, and we're like, no, he's guilty. She's
Yeah.
guilty. And I just think there's a weird celebrity around it. She is 100% a victim, though, guys.
She is
100%
She
a
is.
victim.
She is.
I just don't understand the celebrity around people. And these people aren't hitting her up like, hey, Gypsy Rose, man, I hope you do well when you get out. Please reach out to me and my family, and we'd like to donate this to help you. We'd like to. They're celebrating it. Like you said, yes, Queen. Stab
Yeah.
that bitch. Get him.
Oh,
Get him. You know?
God. Jesus.
Yeah.
And then her man, I
it's-
saw an interview. The interview part got me though, Ken. I didn't like this answer, and I get it. She's answering politically. They asked her what, because she's married now to another dude. They asked her how she felt about her ex-boyfriend, and she's like, he's just got to do his journey, and I just wish him well. And I'm like, no, that's your co-defendant. You need to be rocking a free
Yeah,
Moody
you
Jack
need to
shirt.
be. Yeah. He need to be airbrushed
Wow.
somewhere.
Yeah. You need to get on the mic and drop a
funny.
hot
You need-
16.
Yeah, you need to airbrush. Yeah, yo, they need a free. Hey, like they free BG.
Yeah.
They need a free BG on. for
I'm
the
sorry,
buddy, yo.
Mama. I definitely meant to hurt you.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Bruh.
this is
Yeah.
crazy, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
8
man.
8 million
And,
followers.
and what really popped everything off, like it got really popular because they had a Hulu, or was it Amazon? I'm not sure.
Hulu probably.
Hulu. It's Hulu.
it's
She got a Hulu mic in her hand.
It's called The Act, and that came out, and everybody got really obsessed with the story, and they interviewed her from prison because it got so hot. So yeah, people are waiting for her to get out. It's just wild to me, man. Like
She got 8 million followers. So side note, I'm gonna be opening for Gypsy Rose in Toledo, Ohio.
hey, she gonna play all the funny bones.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at the
All the
Funny Bone Mother's Day weekend.
Hey,
my God.
but question though, you're on this jury, and
Yeah.
and you see all of this going down. This
Yeah.
girl's been abused. Her mama done got organs taken out.
Yeah.
Where do you lean?
Oh, it's a hard one. I think in these cases, and as somebody who's skipped jury duty every time he's been summoned, I'm an expert. But
Like a
I
real
think
American.
in these cases, I think what the DA was pushing on was, we're not asking you, is Gypsy Rose a victim? We're asking you, did she commit the act of murder with this guy?
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to say. And it kind of reminds me, and they're not the same people at all, but it's kind of like when you look at something like the Casey Anthony case, when the jury was like, we're not saying, is this bitch despicable? We're saying, is there enough evidence to convict her of this? And there, the jury was on things like that. I really do feel like, and I mean this, I feel like juries on the Gypsy Rowe case, on the OJ case, on the Casey Anthony case, they actually do a really good job, because they put their emotions aside and they say,
That's
hey,
right.
man, I think Casey Anthony's a despicable, horrible bitch. Was there enough evidence to convict her of murder? No.
No.
OJ, did we believe he did it? Yeah. But was there enough evidence to say there's a lot of reasonable doubt? Unfortunately, yes. And that's the same thing. I understand you guys are black. You couldn't join me in the OJ one.
Can't
But
do that.
yeah.
bro.
I
No,
can now.
Yeah.
I couldn't in 1995, but now
Mm-mm.
OJ a murderer.
Mm.
And that's
Bro,
the same thing with
this
the
is the thing
Gypsy.
about OJ though.
Mm.
Yeah.
OJ a murderer, and it's funny to him.
Yeah.
OJ out here
Yeah.
doing like joke. I just saw a video of OJ trying to sell the Bronco.
Wow.
He autographed it, and people are walking up. He said, "Yo, this is a good car." Me and my homeboy AC, man, we was riding dirty, and it's like, I'm like, yo,
It's like, how fast does it go? 55.
bro,
Yeah.
dog. OJ murdered people, and it's funny
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah. OJ reminds me kind of now of like George Zimmerman. When you're like, Zimmerman, shut up, bro. Like
Yep.
Zimmerman trying
Yep.
to go out there and do book signings and stuff.
Yep. Bro, OJ wrote a book called "If I Did It, Here's How I Would Have Done It."
Yeah, bro.
Bro. That's
Gypsy
disgusting.
Rose gonna
Like,
write a book. I did do it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I did do it, but this why?
Yeah.
Why? Took an organ, son.
Yeah. Just sign here. Here goes sign liver.
Yeah. Hey, never play Operation with Gypsy Rose. I hit hard
Bro.
again.
Yo,
It's gonna be it.
hey,
It's
that's
gonna
our
be it.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh my
Operation
God.
PTSD.
This is it. That's how we get canceled. It's been a pleasure serving with you guys.
Hey,
Like the band in the
hey,
Titanic.
Hey, Gypsy, you want to carve the cake? No, I'll just find a dude online to do it.
Damn.
Hey, Gypsy Rose, I made dinner. I would love to smell it, but they took my smelling.
They took my
They
smelling.
took my
That's the name of the organ. They took my smelling.
They took my smelling now.
They took my
Oh
smelling.
my God.
I
he
got
took
no
my-
smelling in my body.
Yo, hey man, we got
They took my
two.
smelling in.
They took my smelling. I can't smell nothing, bro. Oh man, we got 2 minutes left, man. Oh man, new shows 2024, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Miguel, where you at this weekend, baby?
Man, come check me out. I'm gonna be over at the Sunshine Comedy Festival, hanging out at Side Splitters. They've got amazing shows. You can go online and check out the whole schedule. I'm laughing still because Ken's talking about Gypsy Rose. They took her smelling in. But you can check out the whole schedule, man. Side
Took
Splitters
my
Comedy Club,
smelling.
one in Tampa, and then also check out Wesley Chapel along with a bunch of the other clubs. But they got great shows. They got Uncle Laser, Cam Patterson coming out there, Andrea Jen, Bianca Parado. It's going to be an amazing lineup. So go check out the Comedy Festival this weekend and make sure you go out to Side Splitters.
Nice. James, where you at this weekend, brother?
This Saturday, I'm in Poinciana. That's right, I'm at the Civic Center out there, man, where I used to live. It's for One Mic Management. I'm out there with Spunky Robinson hosting. Hope you guys come out. It's going to be dope.
Cool. This weekend, I am at LOL Lounge, Winter Haven, Florida, Friday and Saturday. You can get tickets on the LOLlounge.com. 8:30. I think the show's 8:30. So make sure you come check us out. Guys, also make sure you check us out on Fox 35. The News Fuse at 11 o'clock at night. The shows usually come on either Wednesday or Friday. But if you check our Instagram or our Facebook, I always make sure I post those videos to let you know when the shows are coming out. It's going to be some big things coming up for Real Labs in 2024. We're also looking for sponsors. So if you got a business out there, man, and you want to be on the radio, hit us up, man, and we would love to put you on as one of our sponsors. But it's cool, man. Happy to be back with my brothers, man. We will see y'all next week. That's James John. That's Miguel Colon Jr. Miguel, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.